Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you, my viewers? I'm so happy to be here today as I undertake my last day of the 10-day Go Live Challenge. I want to thank you, as always, for always being supportive of me and always ensuring that you are interactive with me and keeping me company. It's been an interesting journey for the last 10 days, and I am going to bring this to a close, but it is no means the end of me being online, of me coming and doing my Go Lives. This is just the beginning. I was doing this within a challenge, but now I can continue with it now that I have actually found that I do enjoy this and I love interacting with my viewers. So I will be continuing with this from time to time and just going live and keeping you in touch and keeping you in touch with my journey in this amazing, amazing business. So I just want to welcome you to this final day of the 10-day challenge. And thank you very, very much for being here. Leonida, I say thank you very much. Elena Cruz, thank you so much for coming online. And thank you for your never-ending support. I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. As I go forward in this 10-day challenge, the 10th day, thank you, Christina, for being online. I am continuing from where I left off last night. And last night I was sharing with you some of the results that I see as I run my business. This is a business I have come to love because I can see the potential of what it has to offer. And there are so many results, and what I've tried to do is actually condense them and give them to you in a nutshell. And yesterday I went through 3 of them, and today I'm going to continue with a few more. So I just take a few moments of your time as I take you through this, and they should all form part of the due diligence that you're supposed to be doing for yourself. Go in there and find out, is what Catherine is telling us really true? Okay, so as you listen to me and as I keep on emphasizing, take the first step of just being able to say, yes, I would like a change in my life. And yes, I'm willing to do the due diligence. Put together everything that you have heard from me for the last 10 days and work with that, even as you go in to watch the 90 minutes complimentary webinar. All right, so let me take you through the other results that I have been getting from this business. The first one that I want to address this evening is the community. We have an amazing community of like-minded business owners. And in this community, what I love most about it is we are all running our individual businesses. But as we are business partners, we are not competitors therein. Everybody comes in to support everybody else. There are people who have been in the business longer. There are people who have been trained as coaches, and everybody rallies behind everybody else to come and assist each other. And I think that is one of the most amazing things. We are now at about 73,000 people all over the world. How amazing can that get? You get to create relationships. You get to create friendships from around the globe. And for me, that is a major, major result that I have seen since I got into this business. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to make the kind of relationships, to develop the kind of friendships and relationships that I have if I was not in this business. That community is just awesome. And you go in there and everybody's so positive. And if you have any challenges, they come in and they say, can we try to do it this way? All right. So community is one. And really, I can keep talking about this community for hours on end because I have seen the benefits that the community brings to the table. It is within the community that you have your mentors and your coaches. It is within the community that you have your peers and people at different levels and different experiences within the business. And they bring all that to the table and create this amazing interactive community. So what happens is you have the larger community, and then you have smaller clusters of like-minded people, or divided by, could be demographics, it could be regional, the locational groupings that happen. We could decide that all the business owners from Kenya, we form our own group. In other words, we are trying to gravitate towards each other and address our common issues that we understand, the cultural issues that may be there, you know. And you find that happening with very many different groups of people. I know I belong to quite a number, and one of them is the over 50s. Again, very interesting group of people who are over the age of 50, and they are always so cheerful. They are always so upbeat. And sometimes I just come in and say, hey, let's just take 10 minutes of being still and just thinking about what we are grateful for. And it makes such a difference to your life. So community is one. The next one I want to talk about is we have an amazing book club. A club that has an extensive library of books. And every month, there are those books that are recommended for you to be able to read them. And then there are those discussions that happen around those books. Those people who love to read, it is a treasure trove for them. And those who don't enjoy reading, they still get the encouragement from the other members, because people will start talking about a particular book. People may have read A Pocket Full of Money, and they decide, let's talk about this. So if you haven't read it, you feel compelled to at least go in there and peruse through that book so that you can get to know what it is that they're talking about. There are books which are critical, and those you're told it is important for you to go through them, like The Miracle Morning for Entrepreneurs and The Magic. All those are important books because they teach you how to think differently. They teach you how not to focus on the negative things that are going on around you, but to focus on the positive things that come from within you. So you don't allow your circumstances to determine what your day is going to be like. You carry your own weather. All right? So the book club is another one. And it's an amazing, amazing community in there. The next one is the one we call the Positive Shift Academy. And the Positive Shift Academy is, again, another very interesting community within the whole package of this business. And this is a system where you are taught and where you practice setting goals with clarity. And not only setting those goals with clarity, but also accomplishing them within a very supportive community. Because sometimes when you're taught about goal setting, you're told make smart goals, or make them smart. But nobody really teaches you what does it really mean to set smart goals. Here you go in and you set goals with clarity. And then you are supported to accomplish those goals within a very supportive community. So you can see that whichever way you're looking at this, be it your mindset, be it your heart, be it your body, there's always a community there to work with you, so that you are looking at the whole person and not just one side of an individual. Because you can be very, very good at meeting your targets in terms of business, but who are you in terms of being an individual and a supportive member of the community? Because it's all got to go together. You cannot and you shouldn't actually think of running this thing all by yourself and getting ahead of everybody else, because then you are really not part of the larger community. You are not operating within the team. And we believe that together we win. Together we achieve more. So as we work together within the small groups, within the academy, within the book club, within all the other small groupings, we all achieve more. We all end up happier. So that's the third one. The other one, and it's not the list, because all these things are not in any particular order of importance. It's just the way they go through my mind. The last one is that when you come into this business and you start running your own business, or you start setting up your own business, remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I said that the first thing you need to do is decide what is it that you want your life to look like. Okay? And what is it that you want? Hi, Lula. I see you. Thank you so much for joining me. And what do you want your legacy to look like? It is only by deciding what legacy you want to leave behind that you then start working towards that. And this is what I love about this business, because as I work on it, I am working towards a legacy. I am working to building generational wealth, something that I can pass down as part of my legacy. Because trust me, whether you work towards designing and accomplishing in setting up and working towards a legacy that you have decided, even if you don't decide, you will still leave a legacy. And for me, I'd rather leave a legacy that I have decided that that is what I want to leave behind. Because I want to leave a positive legacy. I want to leave a legacy that is going to impact those I leave behind in a positive way, rather than leaving a negative legacy where everybody says, uh-oh, you know, mom did, you know, my grandma did, that's why we are in such a mess. You don't want to get there. So you decide, and then you work towards living that positive legacy. And one of the ways I always, as I set my goals, the way I look at this is, I always envision myself, and I know this might be far-fetched for a lot of you who haven't been on this earth as long as I have. But the way I look at it is, I envision myself on my 80th birthday. My 80th birthday, and that's not too far away. And as I envision my 80th birthday, I then ask myself, what is it that I would love to hear the people who matter most say in their tributes to me on that day? And therefore, I work backwards and ensure that those tributes I want to hear on my 80th birthday will happen because of what it is that I have done with my life in the various roles that I have been assigned by God. So I work towards that by ensuring that I build the relationships and I build the legacy that I want to leave behind. And on that 80th birthday, yes, most certainly, I will hear those tributes come from the people who matter most to me. Okay? So, think about your legacy, because if you don't think about it, you still live one anyway. So, you might as well think about one and live a very, very positive one. Those are the results that I wanted to share with you today. I hope I have been able to assist and add value to you this evening from my end, and that it at least gives you some pointers as to, is this an opportunity I want to go in and explore? Is this an opportunity I want to step in further and do my due diligence? And if you have the smallest urge to look into it, I would say go for it. Go watch the 90 minutes webinar. It is with no obligation. It is complimentary. That means no cost involved. And it is only after watching that webinar that you'll be in a better position to be able to say, you know what? I think what I have been hearing from Catherine the last 10 days is actually true, and therefore this is an opportunity I would like to explore further. And once you're able to do that, we will be waiting for you on the inside, and we'll be helping you in building that successful online business for yourself. It is not rocket science, but if you try to do it on your own, it will be rocket science, and trust me, okay? Because hardly anybody ever teaches you what this particular business teaches you from A to Z and so much more, because they work on every aspect of your life. It is not just, let's give you this and you go set up your own business. They teach you every step of the way. So I would urge you, if you are feeling like you are insecure with your current job, or maybe you don't have a job, you're uncertain about the business you have been running as a brave entrepreneur, think about a side hustle. Those of you who are like me, have retired from formal employment, again, this is an opportunity for you. As you go through the next phase of your life, do something meaningful. Learn new skills. And trust me, you will never regret it. Because as you learn those new skills, you will never be challenged by those young little people. I love calling them little people, the grandbabies. I call them little people. It is my term of endearment to them. They will never challenge you that they know more about technology than you do. Okay? And once you have been able to do that, you find that you have so much joy with them, because there's so much more that you can be able to share with them. Whether it is leveraging on that technology, whether it is the techie gadgets, they will never feel like you cannot participate, because you're also teaching them something that is meaningful to them. All right. So don't be left behind simply because you feel that you're a retiree, and therefore the only thing that is left for you is to sit on a rocking chair. Don't do that. That rocking chair takes you nowhere. Okay? So just come in, let's learn new skills, let's read new books, let's develop our minds through the academy, and really let's just show the world that we are not yet done. It's not over until it's over. Okay? And that experience, that rich experience you have, that knowledge that you have acquired over the years, bring it to the table. Because although the business is leveraging on the internet and technology, that is not all that it is. You still need to apply a lot of the other experience and the knowledge that you have acquired over the years. You'll be able to bring your knowledge and experience in leadership, okay, as you lead your teams, as you support others. And therefore, there's so much for you to offer. Get in there, take the first step, and let's do this together. I want to leave you with that. And the younger ones, please also join in. As you come in, you will find your niches, you will find your age groups in there, and let's build our legacies together. I want to leave you with that. I want to acknowledge all my viewers. Thank you so, so much for being so supportive. And like I said, although I have finished my 10-day challenge now, okay, and I'm so proud to have done that, because on day one, I was so terrified. But now I thoroughly enjoyed. And although I have finished my 10-day challenge, I will definitely be continuing with my Go Lives. So keep looking out for my announcements of when I want to go live and what it is that I will be going live to talk about. In the meantime, I say stay safe, and above all, stay positive. All right? See you on the inside. Thank you so, so much, and God bless you all. Thank you.